to that part. But before we get to that, this guy was actually a part of the team that put him out in the playoffs last year. And he was considered, some people call him soft, or as my guy Carl will say, he has no aura. He also played at Duke University. One of the best Duke players that came to have ever played at Duke. And he actually was he was a one-year wonder with Duke. A lot of respect for Coach K. Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, since the 2020s, this is where he ranks amongst players. First in wins, first in points, first in threes, first in stocks, second in rebounds, second in assists, third in steals, fourth in blocks. That's in the 2020s. That's for the last 5 years at least. This postseason, he's averaging 31 points per game, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1.5 steals. He's leading the Celtics in points per game and rebounds per game. He's not a center, y'all. They still got Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford. He leads the team in rebounds. He is one of just 3 players to have 15 30-point playoff games over the last 3 seasons. The other 2 are Nikola Jokic and Jalen Brunson. So think about Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, LeBron James. None of them have done what he has done other than Nikola Jokic and Jalen Brunson. In game 4, should I say, he put up 37 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 steals in that game. He tied Charles Barkley and Tim Duncan in 35-point playoff games with 11. And Joe, he passed him in game 5. In game 5, he had 35 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. He was 4 or 5 from 3. The Celtics could not hit from 3 in the first half at all. And they were actually down. But guess what? Who hit the first 3 for the Celtics? Jason Tatum. He sparked that offense to hit more threes in the second half than they did because they hit nothing in the first half. After he did that, he pretty much took over the game. Jason Tatum took over. This is what we wanted to see from Jason Tatum. We wanted to see him take over a game and actually be the best player on the floor. And we clearly saw that in game 4 and 5 for the Celtics. Joe?
Yeah, I want to give him a lot of props because he had a slow start in game 1. He wasn't making nothing. And he didn't play game 2, and Jaylen Brown had a really good ending of the game. But game 3 and game 4 and game 5, he's clearly has been the Celtics' best player. Gotta give him props for that. So what we want to see from Tatum is for his game to continue to rise as the playoffs go, as the competition gets more stiffer. Now, the New York Knicks presents a different opportunity because Orlando Magic, I feel like it's a more physical team. And I think playing Orlando prepares you a lot better for New York because New York is not as physical, but New York offensively is much better than Orlando. So they have shooters, they have scorers, they have guys who can go bucket for bucket with you on a consistent basis. So do Paolo can, but everybody else, they can't on Orlando Magic. So I want to see Tatum take it to a different level against the Knicks. But I'm really watching Tatum not in these first 2 rounds, not in the first 3 rounds. I'm watching Tatum in the NBA Finals. When he's in the NBA Finals, how is he looking? Is he going to stand out than the rest of the players that he's the guy? Like, is he going to up his season average in the NBA Finals, not lower it? That's what's been going on in the NBA Finals. His averages are very low. It's like in the low 20s, basically. So I want to see him up. And now I'm not talking about passing, rebounding. He's going to do that because of the type of player he is. He's consistent at rebounding, scoring, and defense. That's one thing I don't want to put to the side. That's very important. He does, though. He has those things. The scoring, though, the main thing, I want that to up in the NBA Finals. I do. Unless y'all just straight blowing them out. But if there are close games, Tatum, let's go. So
Mhm.
first 3 rounds, I expect him to do what he's doing, but I'm really evaluating him in the NBA Finals.
Yep. And I mean, look, their matchup is against the Knicks in the second round. And remember, the Knicks couldn't beat a top team in the regular season. They just couldn't. They couldn't beat the Cavs, couldn't beat OKC, couldn't beat the Celtics. They could not. But y'all know me. I say that's the regular season. We'll see how what happens in the playoffs. So, we haven't made our predictions on that yet. And you'll see that soon. But Jason Tatum has, at least so far in the first round, shown that he's the best player for the Celtics. Last year in the finals, though, we saw Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP. And people like to say, well, Tatum led the team in stats. We saw that. But y'all, if you watch the games, you can clearly understand that the stats don't tell it all. They don't tell the story. So, Tatum, you are a Celtic. So I don't want you to win it all. But you are still a Duke guy. So I want you to do well. So at least do something so people can stop saying that you don't have aura. I don't believe that you're soft. I think that's just, people who's just randomly just saying wild things about you. I don't believe that you're a soft player. But you gotta people still question if you are the best player on the team because they seen Jaylen Brown take over. He was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP and the Finals MVP. So it's not like he just won the Finals MVP. He won both. So we got to see more. But as of right now, you are a dog. All right. Now for the very last